Welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. In today's video, we're going to continue with pathfinding. In the prior video, we used the pathfinding service to illustrate a path from this green block right here to the red one. And what we're going to do today is actually move that green part to the red one. So let's go ahead and take a look. So now, instead of just illustrating the path, it's actually moving that green part along that path to go to the red part. Alright, let's go ahead and dive in and see how we can do this in Roblox Studio. Okay, so to make the green part move to the red part, there's no changes we need to make here. So let's just go ahead and head to the script. Just a quick recap from what we did last time. This first part up here is just references for different objects in the game. The first one's a reference for the path model where we're storing all the different parts. The second and third one are references for the start and finish block. Here we're defining the pathfinding service. Here we're creating the path object. Down here we're computing the path between the green block and the red block. We're storing all the different points inside of waypoints. And here what we're doing is we're looping through waypoints to create a part at each position. And to make this green part move to the red part is actually pretty easy. All we're going to do down here at the bottom above the wait time is we're going to say start dot position. And we're going to set this equal to waypoint dot position. So what this is doing for each point in waypoints here, it's going to create the path that we did in the last video. And then the new thing that we're doing is we're setting the green block's position equal to each position in the path. So now if we run the code to take a look at that, we can see that the green part is moving toward the red one. What we're going to work on now is putting that inside of a loop so that if the red block moves, it'll create a new path. What we're going to do for our script is right below this line right here. We're going to make a while true loop. So we're going to say while true do. And then we're going to highlight this down here and press tab. And lastly, we'll just put an end for the while true loop. So now what this is going to do, it's going to create that path. It'll move that part along the path. And then once it finishes with that one, it'll go and create a new path. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, so my part is moving, and if the red one moves to a new location, once it finishes with that path, then it'll create a new one. Okay, and that kind of works, but it's not ideal, so let's see some things that we can do to make this a little bit better. So right here, instead of looping through the whole path, let's just go ahead and loop through the first maybe 5 points of it. So what we're going to say is for I, starting at 1 and going to 5, what we're going to do is we're going to reference the waypoints at an index of I. So these will be the numbers between 1 and 5. And we're also going to set the green part's position equal to the same thing. So it'll be waypoints at index I. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that and see how it looks. Okay, so now if I get it near the green block and start to move it away, it looks like it's tracking it a little bit better now. It doesn't go all the way to the end like we saw before. It only goes through the first 5 points and then recalculates the path. So while this is better, the issue we're going to run into now is whenever the green part gets really close to the red part, there may not be 5 positions and waypoints, so we may run into some indexing errors. To fix that, what we can do is right down here, we're going to say if I is less than or equal to the length of waypoints, then what we'll do is we'll run the code that we did before. So for example, if waypoints has a collection of 3 points, when it gets to I equal to 4, if we try to index that list at 4, then it's going to result in an error and stop the code. This way, if it gets to 4, then it'll just skip this code. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at it now. So now, even if the green part touches the red part, As soon as it goes away, then it keeps tracking it. Alright, so this is going to be the end of the video. In the next one, we're going to take a look at objects with humanoid parts and see how we can do pathfinding with that. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and stay tuned for the next one.